Huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Hey everyone, welcome back to episode Whisper. If you're a Coronation Street fan, you won't want to miss this. We've got a sneak peek at 8 huge spoilers for next week, running from July 8th to the 12th. Trust me, you're in for a roller coaster of emotions. First up, Roy faces a massive shock as he's rushed back into the hospital. What could this unexpected twist mean for him? Meanwhile, Maria is on edge with Mason's imminent release. She's really worried about what could happen next, and it looks like Gary and Sarah's latest secrets are catching up with them. Drama, drama, drama. So, stick around as we dive into these explosive moments and more. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from episode Whisper. Let's get into it. 1. Roy is targeted by thugs. Roy's concern grows when he hears that Shona isn't feeling well. Little does he know, this news is just a ruse to coax him back into working at the cafe. Being the kind-hearted soul he is, Roy decides to make Shona some homemade soup, hoping it will help her feel better. As he steps outside to deliver the soup, a sense of unease settles over him. Suddenly, a group of thugs confronts him. They recognize him from the highly publicized Lauren Bolton investigation and aren't pleased to see him. The gang surrounds Roy, hurling nasty comments and taunts at him. The tension escalates quickly, and before Roy knows it, he's knocked to the ground. Just then, Carla comes rushing out, her face a mix of anger and worry. She manages to scare off the thugs, but it's clear Roy is hurt. Despite his attempts to downplay the incident, brushing it off as nothing serious, the pain etched on his face tells a different story. 2. There's a shock for Roy in hospital. Roy gets annoyed when Shona comes clean about how she was never ill, which means that he headed outside for no reason. The cafe boss has become reclusive following his recent stint on remand in prison, so stepping out into the world again had been a big moment for him. Later, Roy's health takes another dramatic turn for the worse, and he collapses at the cafe. Nina and Shona are worried as they arrive to find paramedics giving Roy CPR. At the hospital, a surprise visitor appears at Roy's bedside. 3. Nina questions Roy's story. Roy's in a daze, slipping in and out of consciousness. During one of his more lucid moments, he spots a familiar face by his bedside. This visitor stays with him for a while, offering a comforting presence. But eventually, they slip away without a word. When Roy comes around more fully, he tells Nina about the mysterious visit, clearly convinced of what he saw. But Nina's skeptical. She listens to Roy's story, but she can't help but question it. Who does Roy think he has seen? Nina wonders if his mind was playing tricks on him, perhaps a side effect of the pain or the medication. She's worried, and the doubt lingers as she tries to piece together what's real and what's not. 4. Mason's release is confirmed. Maria's heart sinks as she opens a letter informing her that Mason is set to be released from the Young Offender Center after only 3 months. The news hits her like a ton of bricks. How could they let him out so soon? She immediately starts worrying about Liam's safety. The thought of Mason being back on the street sending chills down her spine. Determined to do something about it, Maria heads to the police station. She's a mix of nerves and frustration, but she knows she needs to talk to someone. When she gets there, she explains her fears and concerns about Mason being released. She needs reassurance that her family will be protected. The officer listens to her worries, but Maria can't shake the feeling that it's not enough. She leaves the station still anxious, wondering what more she can do to keep her son safe. The sense of dread lingers, and she knows this is just the beginning of another tough battle. 5. Gary and Sarah's latest secret is exposed. When Maria walks into the station, she's stunned to see Gary and Sarah there together. The last thing she expected was to find them in the middle of something serious. Gary is handing over his bank statements to DS Swain, and it's clear this isn't just a casual visit. Turns out Sarah was questioned earlier about Nathan's bribe, and now Gary's caught up in it too. Maria can't hold back her frustration and demands to know what they're up to. She's already on edge about Mason's release, and now this. The tension is palpable as Gary and Sarah try to explain, but Maria's patience is wearing thin. It feels like the drama just never ends, and she's left wondering what other secrets are going to come out. 6. Amy considers joining the Institute. Leanne promises to look after Toya following recent revelations at the hospital, but she realizes that she's needed elsewhere when Rowan asks her to attend an Institute event. Rowan is hosting a taster session for potential new recruits, so Toya offers to make life easier for Leanne by going with her. Leanne is pleased when she sees Amy at the event, but Toya is sure to be concerned that Amy has ignored her warnings about the sinister cult. 7. Craig worries about Kit. Craig opens up to Beth about the mounting stress he's been dealing with at work. It's clear that he's genuinely worried he's landed on Kit's bad side after their recent interactions. These tensions are starting to weigh heavily on him, and it's affecting his mood and focus. He tells Beth about a particularly awkward situation involving Gemma. There was a shoplifting incident at a local store, and both he and Gemma arrived at the same time to interview the store's owner. It was an uncomfortable overlap, and the timing couldn't have been worse. The whole thing felt like a professional misstep, and Craig fears it might have made things even more strained with Kit. Craig explains that he can't shake the feeling that this incident might have worsened his standing with Kit. Every little mistake seems amplified now, and he's constantly second-guessing his actions. The tension is making it hard for him to concentrate, and he's starting to dread going into work each day. Beth listens, trying to offer some comfort and perspective. She reminds Craig that everyone has tough days, and that one awkward situation doesn't define his entire career. But Craig's anxiety is still bubbling over. He's worried that Kit's opinion could have lasting effects on his job and future opportunities. As they talk, Craig realizes just how much he's been bottling up his worries. Opening up to Beth is a small relief, but he knows he needs to find a way to address these issues directly. He's determined to clear the air with Kit and get back on track. But for now, he's just trying to manage the stress and find his footing again. Carla leaves Betsy disappointed. D.S. Swain's daughter, Betsy, is still doing her work experience at the factory, and she's really eager to turn it into a full-time job. She's been working hard, hoping to impress Carla and secure a permanent spot. Betsy's enthusiasm and dedication are clear to everyone around her, and she's put in a lot of effort to show she belongs. However, Carla isn't convinced that Betsy is ready for a full-time position. When Betsy brings up the idea, Carla dismisses it, saying it's not the right time. Betsy is crushed. She's poured her heart into this opportunity, and hearing no is a tough blow. She feels like all her hard work has gone unnoticed. But Betsy isn't the type to give up easily. Even though she's upset, she's determined to prove Carla wrong. She starts thinking of ways to demonstrate her value to the team, showing that she's more than capable of handling a full-time role. Betsy is prepared to go the extra mile to make her case. Her determination sets the stage for some interesting developments. Will she manage to change Carla's mind, or will she find another path to achieve her goals? Betsy's drive and ambition are sure to shake things up at the factory, and it's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out. Wow, next week on Coronation Street is packed with drama, right? From Roy's shocking hospital trip to Maria's worries about Mason, and the intense secrets surrounding Gary and Sarah, there's so much to look forward to. And let's not forget Craig's struggles at work, and Betsy's fight for a full-time position. It's all happening on the cobbles. Thanks for tuning in to episode Whisper. If you enjoyed these spoilers and can't wait to see what happens, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on your favorite soaps. And we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below about which storyline you're most excited about. Until next time, keep watching, keep whispering, and stay tuned for more exciting updates.